Our children are born and come to us as empty boxes, and we have the responsibility to put into these boxes what we expect or what we desire our kids to become. Sometimes our kids exhibit some attitudes and we are not too sure where they picked it from, and we have the feeling that what we put into the box is not actually what we are getting. I know that each and every parent is very intentional about educating their kids right, and I agree, we are doing a good job. But sometimes some of our attitudes unconsciously influence our kids negatively. Here are 4 attitudes that we parents unconsciously carry out around the kids, not knowing that it negatively influences them. Number 1 is negative communication. You know those times when your relative or your friends come home and you sit with them, most often in the presence of your kids, and you're bad-mouthing somebody. What you're unconsciously telling your kids is that it's okay to disrespect that person. It's okay to despise that person when you see the person, because most of the times the kids know who you guys are talking about. So how do you expect the kids to behave towards that person after listening to all the negative talk you guys have made about that person? You know those times when you drive with your kids or you go out with the kids to a public place and somebody upsets you and you go all out rude and arrogant to that person? What you have indirectly taught the kids is that it's okay to be rude, it's okay to be disrespectful, it's okay to be arrogant. So don't be surprised when they exhibit the same thing, because they simply saw you do it. Number 2 is overprotection. I know that you're overprotecting the kids from a place of love, but the truth is that overprotection generally deprives kids from building an attitude of independence and resilience. Every time you overprotect kids, you deprive them from the ability to try something new and become better people. The consequences of this is that when kids are overprotected, they develop a feeling of anxiety every time they have to try something new. Number 3, negative self-talk. Are you that parent that always down-talk yourself, always express negative thoughts, words, and speeches about yourself? I know that generally that will always come from a place of how you as a parent feel about yourself. But the truth is that unconsciously the kids are internalizing those words, and before you know it, your kids have a very negative image of themselves. Before you know it, the kids begin using similar words on themselves. Before you know it, those kids have developed a very low self-esteem about themselves because of the words that they have constantly heard you express about your own self as a parent. Finally, modeling stress and anxiety. I understand how challenging this parenting journey can become or is. I understand how hard it can be sometimes as a parent. But the truth is that if we keep breaking down, expressing our anxiety and our stress before the kids without any coping mechanism, we are slowly intoxicating them, and before you know it, the kids have copied it and they begin to build their own anxiety and their own stress. Please let me know in the comment section below other ways which you think that parents negatively influence their kids without noticing.